play games, do productive things, and run Android apps and games right from your computer. Emulating Android on a computer has never been easier, and with the increasing popularity of Android apps, it's not surprising that many people are looking for the best Android emulators for games, productivity, or app development. To help you find the right option for you, we've compiled this list of the best Android emulators for PC and Mac that are currently available. BlueStacks. Price: free. BlueStacks is known by many users to be the most comprehensive Android app player in the market, and with good reason. Aside from running on both Windows and Mac, this emulator comes jam-packed with a ton of features to improve the gamer's experience. Android Studio. Price: free. Android Studio is the best Android emulator for app developers. Technically, Android Studio is an IDE. It comes with an emulator via the Android Virtual Device function. You can create nearly any device you want and use it to test your app. Regular people can also use this as an emulator, and performance actually isn't half bad once you get through the setup. We played some games and used some apps without much difficulty. That said, it doesn't have the extra support for keyboards that gaming-focused emulators have. Bliss OS. Price: free. Bliss OS has come a long way since it first made an appearance on this list, and today it's definitely one of the better Android emulators out there. There are 3 different ways to use it. The first is a live boot option where you boot it off of a flash drive. Secondly, you can install it as a partition on your PC and boot it directly into Bliss OS. Finally, you can install it via a virtual machine, though the site lists additional installation options. We recommend the flash drive or full boot method for most users. GameLoop. Price: free. GameLoop is another great way to play Android games on PC. It used to be called Tencent Gaming Buddy after its parent company Tencent, developers of several popular mobile games like PUBG Mobile. The installation process is simple, so you can get into this one in just a few minutes. Once installed, you can play a variety of games or use a variety of apps. We tested TikTok, Call of Duty Mobile, and a few other titles. Everything worked fine. It doesn't come with Google Play stock, but GameLoop downloads the components if you need to download something from there. LDPlayer 9. Price: free. LDPlayer is a gamer-focused emulator, but you can run other stuff on it as well. The installation is similar in ease to GameLoop. You simply download a file, install it, open it, set it up, and off you go. It's easier to use than a lot of other entries and worked smoothly on our AMD-powered PC with an ultra-wide monitor. It had fewer bugs than some of its competitors, but it didn't run perfectly 100% of the time. MeMU Play. Price: free. MeMU Play is one of the older Android emulators on the list. Active development has kept it relevant all these years, and it's one of the better Android emulators you can get. The latest version runs Android 9, but it can also run Android 7.1 or Android 5 out of the box. Installation is relatively quick and painless, so that's another point for MeMU Play. MuMu Player. Price: free. MuMu Player is another gaming-focused emulator from NetEase, a developer of many popular mobile games like Onmyoji, Vikingard, and others. The latest beta version runs Android 9, and the previous stable version runs Android 6. There is also MuMu Nebula, which is a lighter version that you can use with low-end PCs. Installation is as easy as downloading a file and installing it. It should only take about 5 to 10 minutes. NoxPlayer. Price: free. NoxPlayer was one of the original Android emulators and is still quite popular today. It runs Android 9 in beta as of the time of this writing, so the developers have done a good job keeping up. The installation process is easy. Just make sure you reject the optional offers. Once set up, you just log into Google Play and start doing your thing. PrimeOS. Price: free. PrimeOS is like Bliss OS. You install this one as a partition on your hard drive and boot into it. That makes installation a bit more complicated, but PrimeOS has an installer X that'll help create a partition and install it for you, so it's not horrible to do. Once installed, you reboot your machine and opt to boot into PrimeOS instead. Windows 11. Price: free. One of the biggest features of Windows 11 is its ability to run Android apps out of the box. It uses virtualization like all of the other solutions on this list, but Microsoft includes the tools for it natively in Windows 11 settings. All you have to do is go to the Microsoft Store, download the Amazon App Store, and Windows 11 will pop up a tutorial to help you with the rest.